Hey guys, it's Lori with Voice in the Dark uh, here on YouTube, spiritscrossing.net, and I'm working on a new magazine to start so I'd have more posts for you every day, and a book so you know who I am. Um, that's in the works. But I wanted to get on here today to tell you that this matrix that they're talking about that we are living in, um, it's set up like a game. The game is, are you going to remember your divinity? Are you going to remember your truth? Are you going to allow the matrix, because the way it's set up is to keep you at lower vibrations where you cannot ascend into heaven, where you cannot ascend into your divinity. It's like a game. So win. Change your attitude. Change whatever you've got to do to make that shift into thinking, your perspective on everything. Depression, this and that. Yes, get professional help. I'm not against professional help. I'm all for it. But I'm also telling you that this is a spiritual growth. This is about spirit. This is about what we truly are, not this avatar, not this identity that we have when we come in here. We pick a personality, that's gonna, you know, fit certain roles or do certain things. For life lessons and experiences. I mean, this is a big game. This has a lot of levels to it. And the thing is that when you get to ascension, you are put in almost what's called a labyrinth. And you're finding your way out. But the only way to find your way out and to really free yourself is to realize that everything was a lesson. Nothing was personal, ever. It was never personal. Look at it kind of like when you do well, any of your games, those video game things, you gotta go through and you get, oh, shoot, I croaked on that one, or I got hurt on that one, now I gotta start over. But I learned something there. I learned not to do this. I learned not to do that. And I learned that I don't like this, but I like this. That's what this is. It's so much like that. And once you get into ascension level, I'm telling you now, it is like being in a labyrinth, and it's like being in a video game, because at first I thought I was thrown into a kid's video game. I wasn't sure quite what the hell this was. And there are no, up until now, there has been no one to speak of it, no one to tell us what the truth was. And that is that the matrix itself is set up to pressure us down and keep us down, keep us depressed, keep us in fright mode, fright or flight, to keep us in fear, to keep us uncomfortable, to keep us wildly in a box and hold us there. There are no boxes in divinity. There are no boxes for a divine being. There's no such thing. We're divine. We are unique. We are, and to find our most authentic self is where we need to be. So I need you to really, really understand this, because it was really difficult for me, and I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is because I'm a stubborn person, and I want all the facts and this and that. And you don't get all the facts while you're in this. You don't get much of anything except pressure. And then you got to figure it out on your own. I'm just trying to tell you that the secrets, some of the secrets are, you have to face your own inner darkness. Your inner darkness isn't about being evil. Your inner darkness is about being sad, feeling insecure, undervalued, or you don't even know your own self-worth. It's all those things. It's all those things that actually keep us in darkness, because we've never looked at these things honestly and truthfully to ourselves. So start looking. If there's something that triggers you in life, I mean, really triggers you and gets you upset and mad or hurt, sit with those feelings, because there's something in you that needs to heal that particular person, that particular aspect of yourself. The whole thing is about to alleviate, work through all the pain, all the darkness, all the shadow work, dark night of the soul. It's about coming clean on who we are, and that we're not going to let anybody dictate who and what we are. We can't. We can't afford that. That's the danger. The danger is the traditions. The danger is the conformity. The danger to our soul and our soul's growth and its liberation is pending on you being able to see it as a lesson, grow from it, learn from it, but don't be told ever how to be from it. It's okay to get mad. Blow off the steam. Scream, holler in a pillow, in a shower, in the car, when you're driving. Find somewhere. But let it go. That's one of the best ways to let it go, is to scream and let it out. It's imperative that as you grow as a soul, as you're becoming spiritual, and you're becoming joyful, and you're becoming that innocent wonder being, it's also important for you to still be part of the world. And if you can't do that and keep and maintain your calm and your peacefulness, then you still have work to do. You can't hide. We're the light warriors that live in the world. We live in the world. We are social. We are, we're unconditional love. Now, unconditional love doesn't mean that you have to bear the weight of everything that isn't under unconditional love. It means that you respect it, let it go. Let them go to their own path. They're on a different path than you, that's all. But you cannot hate them, and you cannot judge them. And it's hard to do. So if you find yourself judging others and looking at others and picking at them, even if it's just in your own mind, that's wrong. You can see their reality. We call it being real. But that's not truly who we are. We're understanding. We're full of empathy and compassion. That's what our soul is. Now, is it unique? Yes, we each have unique gifts. We each have unique talents and unique interests, things that intrigue us or impassion us. And that's good, because we should be different. Because, I mean, what would the universe be if it was all one thing? It'd be really boring and none of us would be happy. We come here to strengthen our soul and our commitment and our knowledge and our of our own truth, to truly believe what we are is real, and then share it with the world. Anyway, it's big. It's so big, and I just had the great epiphany this morning, and I just wanted to get on here and go, you guys got to understand this. This is so freaking cool. And anyway, it's a game, so treat it like a game. Get in there, learn from it, and go, whoa, I don't like that. Man, that hurt. That was crash, slam, dunk. But that's okay. Pick up the ball and go run the court again, and then do it different. And win. I'm telling you, win. Because this is our time. This is our earth. We are home. We are where we're supposed to be. We are one with earth. We are one with source. We are enough. You got to believe it. I keep a pillow right here. Believe, believe. You got to believe in yourself and others. But you got to believe in and love them enough to let them run their path. You can introduce them to things, slide things in here and there, like I do the YouTubes. I hope friends and family see them, especially ones that are having trouble. But overall, it's your game. So get in and play it. But play it differently now. Play it like you're under control. You're in control of the controller. Nothing else. And remember source. Remember that there is something bigger than us. And we're all an integral part of it. But it is greater than us. and we can call upon it when we need it, and we should praise it every day. And I've been blessed all my life, since I was a wee little bitty one, to know God, and to know Source, and to always have Him work in my life and her. Because as you read my, uh, uh, for no better other word, autobiography, soon to come out, you'll see that when I gave myself to God, the Holy Spirit took me up, and that was incredible. And then I was learning to finally meditate and do this and do that. My spiritual gifts were coming in like a flurry. And but when I decided to meditate one night, I had reached that level of oneness, okay, where it's nothingness and it's everything, and it's silent, and it's everything. It's beautiful. And there are no words for it. I mean, I could try to express it, but there just are no words. You got to experience it. But it takes practice. It takes practice in meditation. It takes practice lining up with your energies. And it takes practice. It takes work. But just like working out at the gym, you're working your brain. You're working your mind. You got to control your emotions. Your emotions are your warning signs, your guidance system, your intuition, which is good, unless you're letting your emotions run amok. Then you got to trust your gut. And that's usually when we let our emotions run amok and our brain just go on like on a hamster wheel forever. Our intuition, we usually only feel it if it's a threat to us, because we're too busy. And that's because the angels will really push it home, because we're in danger. So clear the mind. It's not easy. Look on YouTube. There's a million different ways to try clearing the mind. Deep breathing is the key. I don't care who you are or what you are. If you could just do a conscious, deep breath continually for as many minutes as possible. Start out with 5 or 10 minutes a day. 15 would be even better. And twice a day if you can. And get out in nature. There's a lot of different ways to meditate there. We meditate slightly. It's like a form of meditation when we drive, when we walk. But honor yourself and Source by touching in every day. Try to do it at the same time so you can get used to your spirit guides, your angels, whatever you want to call them, or Source. And be kind to yourself. This is the biggest part. This isn't so much about empathy and compassion for the world right now, as much as it is for yourself. And to know you're enough. And I'm going to tell you now, there is no sin, okay? Shit happens. That's what it is. And it happens all over in the universe, not just here. But it's how we take it and how we perceive it, because what we're in here is deliberate. This is a school. This is where we came to fine-tune our godhood, fine-tune our truth, so that we could live it without any doubt. So if that's all too much for you, well, say you're doing it for Source and you came here to hold the light and the love. But you got to do it with as clear as possible conduit. Get busy. I love you. And we can do this. We've got this if we all work together and individually. A lot of healing needs to take place in our collective. And it can happen quickly now because we got extra help from all the other energies around the universe, because they're really pulling for us. And Mother Earth is just as important as Father God. And we need to help her by sharing, touching in, tapping in, and grounding with her. See your white light come through your body, feel your body go down through your feet into the earth about 6 feet. I usually go into 6 feet and then know that I've made it, and I send out light and love to God, or to Goddess Earth. And then I ask her to please ground me. And then I see a brown energy come in up through my feet and stop at my knees. And I follow it in with my white energy. And I know I'm grounded. Now, I'm capable of doing it for 3 years at a time, or permanently, or whatever. As you get better with it, you will. also be able to do the same thing, but to practice daily, twice a day if you can, the same processes. And you want to open up your chakra system, so learn about chakras. I'm not going to teach everything. What I'm going to teach is the fact that we are gods. We are integral, divine beings of something greater than us. But we're important, each one of us. And call upon Jesus, call upon Buddha, Shiva, all of them. I can't remember all their names. Allah. Somebody calls them Abba. Call it whatever you want. It's source. It is the high on high. And he's proud of us. He's proud of us because we have stood this far in our truth and our light. And it's been tooth and nail, and we get fought all the way there with shame, with guilt, with this, with that. There is no shame and guilt. Source wants you to be who you are, what you feel, what you want to experience here. And it is an experience. And we've done it multiple times, multiple lifetimes. So get busy with clearing out all the crap. If you got to get professional help, that's great. Traditional psychiatry, that's great. But I also recommend getting a hypnotherapist that's good with past life regression and, regression work, because it's less painful and you can get to it quicker and you can get through it quicker. And I'm about quicker right now. So, but get help. I mean, I just got off my meds because, but I was on them for a while because I needed to. It'll be in my book, but I hit bottom, and I guess it was more like a nervous breakdown almost. And then my CPTSD kicked in even worse, and my PTSD from my last marriage. And so there was a lot that I had to go through, and pain and judgment, and you lash out when you feel insecure, not good enough. So this is about us stopping the anger, stopping the lashing out, which is what judgment is, and becoming our best selves and being comfortable with it and loving ourselves. No one ever taught us how to love ourselves. No one ever taught us how to be unique, out of the box. There are no boxes in heaven. Let me tell you, there are no boxes beyond here. None. You are what you are, and you love it, and you have fun. And do you run into bad entities? Oh, absolutely, on every level, every frequency. But you'll be prepared for it better. Always know it's better to be a warrior working a garden than a gardener on the front line. Remember that. We should all be warriors. We should all be mystics. So that we know a discipline. We know to meditate, to stay in tune with source, our connection. We all have it. We just block it or ignore it. And out of guilt and shame and whatever. Source loves you. He loves me. He loves everyone. The only time he gets upset in any way, shape, or form, and it's not really upset, is that if someone evil really hurts one of his chosen people. And then, he's got a bit of an attitude about it. I don't blame him, but, he can do that. But when it comes to his children, they don't even like to be called children anymore. They don't like us to call them mother and father anymore either. However, for now it's okay. But you're going to find out that we're the equals to the gods. That's what we are. There is a higher essence that we belong to, a force. Kind of like Yoda tells you, it's the force. May the force be with you. Because it is real. And that's where the super consciousness is. And that's where I call it Father. I call it Mother. I call it Source. And that's what I commune with. So Yeah, it's wake up time. It's remember who we are. And this is our playground. Don't ever forget it. This is our playground so we can play. As soon as your perspective makes that turn, makes that final shift, this universe has to work for you, not against you. All of a sudden, now you are the master, and now you call the shots. It isn't about greed or any of that. It's about fulfillment, being fulfilled in yourself, in your heart. First with yourself, and then with your world. And then be active. Um, and if you're concerned about the way things are going, go ahead and be active about it. But violence is never a choice, ever. There are more than one way to get something done. Pay attention to the game, see how it's played, play it better. Anyway, I love you and have a good day. I just wanted to get that out there, and yeah, let's have fun. Talk to you later. Bye.